Okay, guys, what's the hardest subject to teach students in heavy equipment systems? I'll have some stuff for automotive on here as well, but I shared with you CDTs are quite challenging to teach. Some of you will say planetary gear sets, specifically compound planetary gear sets, are pretty challenging. And then in textbook, this is the first edition, second edition's out, the third edition's coming. I don't know why I grabbed the first edition, I have no idea, but anyways, chapter 24, that track steering, specifically differential steering, can be challenging for students, especially if you try to explain how, you have two different inputs, different speeds, different directions, and different things going on. So that means I want to give this a shot as well. So I can tell you that, when I started this, SolidWorks and I were not good friends. It was quite a challenge. And telling my wife last night, I'm like, I think I started over on this one 20 times. You say, oh, you're exaggerating, you're embellishing. Well, I told her, it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I looked at the file, and it looked like file number 19 was one of the last renditions that I worked on. And so I have some other stuff printing right now. I have the cross shaft for the planetary carrier, and I have the carrier printing. I also have a cluster gear, specifically sun gear, for the input to the planetary. If you study chapter 24 in my book, you guys know that there are different designs out there. You can study the Komatsu design, you can study the John Deere 8RT design, you can study the Case New Holland design, you can study the AGCO Caterpillar design. I'm not attempting the Caterpillar design, not because I don't think it's impossible. I think, before it's all said and done, I'll probably make one. But for teaching students, I never start with the Caterpillar AGCO design because you've got, three common planetaries connected through a common sun gear shaft, and it's quite difficult. But for now, you can see that I have the center made, and with the center made, you can see, okay, now we have an input. And you guys know that input could be a continuously variable input for the AGCO twin track challengers. It could be a power shift input. Technically, it could be a electrical input, such as the electric drive differential steering. So it doesn't matter what your propulsion input is, it's just your propulsion. So the direction and the speed of your propulsion determines how fast you're going to move forward or backwards. That's only one input, and this is just the start. As you guys know, I'm in the middle of textbook, so you could say, well, how'd you do this right now? Well, I'm waiting on a chapter, and then of course we got workshops coming up. With some luck, we'll hopefully have this differential steering system much farther along for the last week of our workshops, which is powertrain workshops. So stay tuned. Hopefully more will be coming soon. You can see that I've notched this base so that we can put these together as a modular base as we continue to print. So take care. Thanks for watching.